world. Good morning. Here we are on this beautiful Tuesday. The sun has come out and I'm still fighting this cold, but everyone right now is sick. I'm just chatting with my pal who lives down the street. He's sick as a dog. My pals that are coming back from Europe, they're sick as a dog. My roommate, when we had friends over, one of them had COVID. Anyway, everyone's sick. Aside from that, I've just been sitting here catching up with friends, and my favorite thing is when I have time and space to myself. I love, again, simple pleasures. Just toes up, had my feet on the table. Not normally what I do, but my feet are clean and I wash this table, so it's fine. But just like watching the clouds, having a sip of coffee. I do have a lot of shit to do today, but like in a way that feels really good. I don't know. Man, getting into school really means so much to me. This is a game changer for me, folks. Again, to some, not a big deal. Totally understand that. For me, such a big deal. Oh man. And I just feel so grateful to have community. That's the one thing about this city that I have been lacking, is that I have some of my oldest pals here. Yeah, I feel like since COVID, before COVID, since 2019, I feel like I have been in such extreme isolation, and I feel like I'm finally coming back to life, guys. It feels so good. And actually being a student is gonna be really good for this INFP. Like, I'm so introverted, and isolation has not furthered my socializing. So yeah, it's gonna be really good for me to be in school. Holy moly. It's literally every time I turn on the camera, the messages come in. Yeah, I'm excited. Also because there's gonna be new challenges. Here's the thing about life. I have had the same types of challenges now for the past few years. And the great thing about school is that it is going to be really hard for me. Academia is not my strong suit. Academic writing is not my strong suit yet. So this will be a demonstration, guys. This is also how much I believe in justice for me to pursue not only a degree, but a master's and a doctorate. So like, and for someone to have like a 10-year plan to be like, I know what I'm gonna be doing for the next 10 years of my life is pretty wild. The last time I was in university, which was for my art degree, I really struggled with writing papers, not because I'm not a good writer. It just, technical writing is just something I have to get better at, which is like not a big deal. Anybody can do it. I can do it, and I will do it. But I just also remember the amount of tears that I had over certain papers where I was just like, oh my God. It's the same way I feel about doing legal writing. I do it. It's also just because I have certain like undiagnosed, clearly, disabilities, like with probably what is dysgraphia and dyslexia. And so the great thing also about getting to be a student again is having access to all of the resources, so to get properly tested so that they can accommodate, I think will be useful. But I say all of this because it's like, it's going to be a real treat, but like it forces me to get very disciplined. And because I know some of my obstacles that I will be facing, it really means that it's like all hands on deck. I take it very seriously. I really want to do a great job and complete this and do really well. So it's like, realistically, it's like, it's a celebration because it really is a celebration. But on one hand, I'm like, oh, fucking doing a degree in psychology that is supposed to lead to a doctorate, which is all research based, which includes a lot of statistics. Like, I need to get on my statistic game now and start fucking learning and getting my mind ready to grapple with statistics. But here's the thing, I know myself. I do love a challenge. And when my son was born, when I realized that I was working on 2 albums at the time, and I realized that I'd never be able to afford to have it mixed and mastered properly. So like any good Gemini, I was like, well, I'm gonna have to get over this hurdle. It's like math brain, where I was like, la la la, like anything to do with mixing and mastering, because it is an art. It is an art form. It's a lot of, and I had a mental block around it until I was like, I cannot afford. So if I want to, like, we're just gonna have to do what we normally do, just teach ourselves. So I spent 4 years teaching myself. And what used to be a huge block where I was like, I don't understand. One day it all clicked, but I had to put in the time. So academic writing. Oh, so maybe there's something here for everyone around just like things that are hard, but like we can all do it. It's just application. You just have to apply yourself. And also just be gentle. Like, I'm not gonna beat myself up. I know what my limitations are, but I also know what I need to do to work with my limitations. And just because it's a limitation right now does not mean it's gonna be a limitation in the future. My goal is to be someone who I don't know how to write excellent academic papers. See, my issue is never with the research. All of my profs are like, you're an incredible writer. You do your research, because that's like, again, my strong suit. I love research. It's just, there's a formula to academic writing. And because I'm an artist and I'm a storyteller, academic rules kind of bore the hell out of me. And so I just have to reshape how I approach things. Now I'm a Gemini. Geminis are determined, and also we do love learning, and I have that Virgo rising, so I love to perfect it. So it's a great combination. Yeah, this is where having a Virgo rising, every time I go back to school, I literally write out my schedule, just like being a parent, second to second, because I understand what's required of me, and I know, again, my limitations. So knowing that my limitations requires more of me means that I set up my schedule to be like, but she's locked and tight. And that goes from everything to like my diet, making sure that I have like enough proteins, less sugars. Like, I want my mind crystal clear. I need to be functioning at like high octane. So anyway, oh God, this heater. One sec, folks. You turn it on and then it blasts. Oh, please. Oh, okay, I have to open the window. I'm sweating. Sweating buckets. Okay, here we go. Oh, man. Yeah. Life is good. Life is good. Oh, but I'm so excited to pick up my classes. I do. I love picking up classes. I'm so excited to learn. Because it's like my favorite subject. What do we got? Oh. You know what though? We have to shuffle a bit more, because these are some of the same cards. I don't really want to get super shuffly here. Okay. 8 minutes in already. Jeez Louise. All right, crowd favorites: God, Jesus, Grandma, Buddha, archangels, all ascended masters, all of my benevolent ancestors. Oh yeah, also student benefits, fucking rock. Anytime I have benefits, whether it's through work or school, I use up every single one. That's how things like getting insoles for your shoes. Oh, what do we got? Okay, but Grandma, okay. I'll take it. I'll accept it. I'll accept just these 3. So we have the vow. And I love it because these colors to the hunter. Ooh, is someone vowing to hunt something or someone down? To the ring. Ring-a-ding-ding. Okay, let's start with this. You know, I love to see it. We're gonna follow a mystery together. the vow. $173. Let's do it. The promise, the oath, the contract. When the vow is spoken, the air shifts, karmic ties are formed, and destiny tilts on its axis. Our words and intentions have immense power. There is a reason the great mythic stories of our past often include the recitation of oaths and the mixing of drops of blood as a mark of union. The tricky part is that reciting the vow, no matter how casually, activates the eternal and unseen forces of the world. The ancestors bear witness. The laws of nature respond. These promises cannot be unsaid or forgotten, so breaking them can leave lingering complexities and loose ends. This card calls us to acknowledge the vow we are living. This card calls us to acknowledge the vow we are living by, consciously or unconsciously, and either recommit to it or create a ritual that signifies its closure. You've been underestimating the power of your promises. Think of the last promise you made. Was it to yourself or another? Has it been upheld or broken? Anytime the energy of the vow is present, we are in the archetypal realm of ceremony and ritual. That means time stands still and anything is possible. Yes! Oh, I'm so into this. The Hunter, 79. Okay. The hunter hunts. Oh wait, no, the keywords. The seeker, the pursuer, the predator. The hunter hunts. They are on a precise mission with an aim. To return home empty-handed would be to fail, which is not an option in the hunter's eye. This archetypal journey, far and wide seeking the prize that calls to its heart or stomach, tales of bravery and feats of strength often result, creating a life full of adventure. The hunter is skillful, quick, decisive, and results-oriented. Like the great hunting goddess, is it Artemis? I never know with these pronunciations. We'll just say Artemis. I could be pronouncing it wrong. Who carries her quiver upon her back. Yeah, isn't that Apollo's sister? They both were great archers. Apollo and Artemis. The hunter typically has a weapon of choice. When this card appears, it is critical that you ask 3 questions. What am I hunting? Why am I hunting it? And is the weapon I hold so tightly in my grip truly needed for the task at hand? Interesting about the vow. I see the vow and the hunter going together. Because it's also about a mindset. The vow, even if it is to go after something, you have to lock in to be like, I'm going to get this thing. I'm going to achieve this thing, or I will overcome this thing to get this thing. And then asking yourself, yeah, it's the weapon of choice. Oh, I love this. When you activate the hunter archetype, you are aligning your energy with the great creatures of the world. The lion, the wolf, the tiger, the shark. Do so with care. Oh man, you know I love to see it. This is great. The ring. 179. There's some 79. Maybe you were born in 79. Doesn't have to be, but... The infinite, the wheel, the connection. The ring is an image of connectedness. Rather than viewing life as linear, as a series of progressive achievements, the ring challenges us to sense the cyclical, infinite nature of our world and our experiences. Beginnings and endings fall by the wayside as we practice seeing ourselves as part of the cosmic circularity of creation. For this reason, it's no surprise a ring is worn on the finger to represent eternal love that surpasses space, time, and worldly things. So much can be projected onto this archetypal image because it mimics the Earth's orbit around our great sun. and the intimate bond between two lovers. It is the micro and the macro united. This card calls us to deepen connection with self, other, and the world at large. Meanwhile, there may be a literal ring waiting to adorn your finger. I feel like with the vow, the hunter, and the ring, I think, well, hold on. Study images of the mandala, the unus mundus, the ouroboros, and the medicine wheel. Take stock of the jewels you adorn yourself with. Watch out for rings you wear out of habit that keep you connected to the old you. Well, the only ring I wear now, this is the ring with all the archangels, the sigil. I had to cut off, literally, my ring that I wore in my relationship. And I think, oh no, there's still a slight line that I just can't seem to shake. I'm relishing the day that that line is gone. I love this. I love this energy. You know what? Let's get out just a couple kippers, because I feel like there is a particular energy here. Grandmama, we have the vow of the hunter and the ring. I feel like this is either you or someone who really, it does feel romantic, which is so funny because today I was like, when I woke up and I was sitting here, I was like, oh, that really intense Scorpio ravenous feeling has like dissipated. Yeah, that crazy wave where I was like, whoa, even I'm feeling it. Seems like the whole, like, wow, wow, wow. And then I was like, oh, there's like a nice peaceful, calm, less love-focused. Now let's see. This could just be, again, about going after goals. Sorry, guys. This cold is still kicking my butt. A pathway. It's going to go underneath vow. Okay, who's going underneath hunter? Courtship. I knew it. Okay, what's going underneath ring? Expectation. Oh, mama. Okay, well, we see the theme here. Okay, well, hold on. I gotta close the window now. Holy. Oh, mamacita. Oh. Okay. Okay. Let's push you guys over here so we have room for everybody. Yeah, the hunter. Courtship. Yeah, okay. First things first, grandmama, get in here. Stat. Debbie Devil. Again, she's holding those little cherry balls. Yeah. Okay, so, and with the horse, oh boy, we're off to the races. Yeah, passion. I did not wake up in a passionate world this morning. It felt very calm, easy breezy, and look who came knocking. Passion. Okay, Debbie Devil. Okay, so grandma, what's going underneath the horse and courtship here? King of Panties. And look, we're back to that big, look at the buns, the hair buns. Okay. Okay, so grandma, what's going underneath the ring and expectation? Is it this one or this one? Or this one? No, it's this one. Knight of Wands. See? Passion. And look, it's the horse. Oh boy. Oh boy. And see, look, someone's got their top hat on. And the hair's down. Oh boy, the hair is down. Okay. Okay. Now, is this you, collective, or is this someone coming towards you? Also, sorry guys, this, whenever I get a cold, I have a broken, when I was in my bike accident, I broke this cheek, and so I have these little filaments of bone, and I feel like it fucks up my sinuses. So basically, between TMJ, this broken sinus, it gets, I have to move it around for me to like work with my congestion. So if you see me poking around, it's just cause, holy fuck, she's stormy in there. Okay. Yeah, okay, so tell me about Debbie Devil here. Ooh, the star. Well, the Debbie Devil energy is facing the past, but the star is... Okay, hold on. We gotta get all the cards here just so I can understand what's happening. Okay, so what's King of Pentacles here? Is the King of Pentacles. Oh my god, the King of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles? Do I have two King of Pentacles? Look. Oh my god. Wow. Wow. Wow, and everyone's got on little top hats. See, look. You two are a match. Top hat to top hat. And like old-timey buns. Okay. Alright, old-timey buns. Okay, so what's going underneath expectation at Knight of Wands with the ring? Nine of Pentacles. Okay, hold on. We still need to get three more here to get the full picture. Okay, so what's going underneath Debbie Devil and the star? Six of Cups. See, and the hair's down. Daydreaming. Okay, what's going underneath courtship and the two King of Pentacles here? Ace of Wands. Oh, just passion. There's so much passion. Wow. Okay. So, what's going underneath the Knight of Wands to the Nine of Pentacles? Well, that's two cards. I don't want to. I want this one. See the top hat. Okay. So look, how interesting. It's like the person really wants to gallop. And see, like this horse actually looks really stressed. But see, at least her face, and she's facing the future. Okay, interesting, interesting, okay. Okay, so what is this past energy of the Debbie Devil? Because I'm going to say collective, that's your energy. The Hunter. Okay, for one, okay, wait, let me just clarify. I feel like for some of you, you are in a relationship with this person already. So let's get the stats here. Okay, Grandmama is collective in a relationship. The Tower. Beep. Beep. Oh boy, that came flying out. Okay. Okay, I do feel like this is someone from your past. It could be someone, I mean, I am getting a few different storylines for each version here. So for some of you, it is referencing someone that you know of at minimum. Like, but someone from your past, like someone who's kind of been in your periphery in your life. And it could have been someone that you had like in the background, like a running crush. Because like, let's say, you know, sometimes when you're like in a long-term relationship and there's just someone in your circle where you're like, again, you keep your boundaries tip-top tight, but it's true. Sometimes when we're in long-term relationships, we meet someone where we think, oh man, you know what? I love my partner, but I gotta acknowledge that if I were single and I was never in this relationship, that would be someone that I would consider asking out on a date. You know what I mean? Like one of those where it's like you're not being inappropriate, but it's just an acknowledgement of being like, oh, okay, yeah, if things were different. So, because with that Debbie Devil, to be honest, all I'm really picking up, it's not gross energy. It's just like, it's just a lot of desire. Yeah, like just very sultry. So what I see is that like, I don't think you see this coming, but it's like out of the blue, this person, it just swings right back around. Because with the Devi Devil to the Star to the Six of Cups, yeah, like I feel like whoever this person is, just a far-fetched, not a far-fetched dream, but going back again to our heart's desires. Like with me, like for instance, the 1 in a billion person. It really is 1 in a billion. But going back to heart's desire, sometimes it's just about allowing yourself, and again, in a healthy context, to just be like, you know what? Even if I were to never see this person again and cross their paths, there's just something about honoring the desire to just be like, it doesn't have to go past anything of just me acknowledging that like, this person is a definite yes for me. They crossed my path. It impacted me. And if I were given an opportunity to get to know them and to pursue something, I would. Do you know what I mean? It's like one of those that you can have this thing to be like, it's, I don't know. I think sometimes it's just like, we forget it's okay to just dream a little bit, even if the outcome doesn't suggest that you're going to get a thing, but to be like, and again, in a healthy context where it's not limerent, it's not obsessive, it's just like, we are social creatures. We do come across people where we have a natural response, where it's just like, oh, I'm attracted. You don't need to act on it. It doesn't need to, you know, upend anything. But this does seem to indicate that whoever this person is, they've somehow been in your periphery. But what's so interesting is that you, like, to have both King of Pentacles here and the 2 little top hats, it's acknowledging that both of you, oh man, it's even Steven. And what I like, it's like, I feel like I can read both of your energies at different timelines, like of when you've both kind of circled around each other, where again, the timing or whatever happened, but it's as though you both made a silent vow to be like, if there ever in the future, whenever there was an opportunity for this, I would take it. I would take it under the, again, the right conditions. And it's like, baby girl, baby boy, baby person, the conditions are here. It's like all of a sudden, it's like years later, life has just gone on, and then you wake up one day and you're like, oh my God. Like just like the reading yesterday where there was like no bad cards. And see, someone here is finally single. I think this is like a huge component. Okay. Grandmama, tell me a bit more. Okay, so we see the Tower to this King of Swords. Tell me where we're at in the timeline. Okay, so we see the Tower, so there seems to be something quick. Now it's just about waiting for the ships to come in. Okay, so tell me about this person for the collective. Who is this person to the collective? Tell me about, like, up until this moment, who has this person been? Is it a stranger? Is it a co-worker? Is it a friend of the family? Is this an ex? 2 of Swords. Well, I don't see. Let me think about this. It's someone in your environment. It's like right on you. Like, it's kind of like when I saw that psychic that was like, there's someone around you that you can't see, but is like right there, who's about to be your future girlfriend. And I was like, what? And it was true, it was my roommate. Anyway, so it's like, yeah, it is someone in your environment, but they blend in, but you're also part of like this blending in where it's like, your hat is the very thing that it rests upon. Okay, tell me a bit more, Grandma, about the connection. Justice. Oh. Well, 2 birds. I don't know. I just want to put 1 bird here, one bird there. Ooh, this could be someone that actually lives in your building, is what I'm hearing. Because I've never, ever thought to put the birds here, but there's something about, because this is a building, and this is a house. And I said roommate. Oh my God, is this one of your roommates? Or someone who lives in your building? A neighbor? Oh, mamacita. Okay. Oh, well, and that tower is the building collapsing. Okay. Grandma. Okay, so how does collective feel about this person currently? Like, if they know of this person, what is collective's current thoughts and feelings? Oh, 5 of Wands. Well, this person looks forlorn and is also holding pieces kind of close to her chest. Chest and chest. Yeah, and this one I'm hearing, it's less about manipulation, it's about holding things close to the chest and not giving away a ton. Okay, hold on. Tell me a bit more, Grandma. To the 10 of Cups. Oh, so this person, I think, has been watching you. I think actually, well, put it where it fits, but one of you was in a relationship. And so and I think it was really like a long term, you know? So like this person just for 7 years was just like, let it go, but was just like, oh man, that was like the person. And so now you're single as a Pringle because we see that 9 of Pentacles. Someone's single as a Pringle and looking great because, again, she's the one with the beautiful orange nail polish. Look at this yellow. Look at the fruit basket hat. Just gorgeous. Yeah, so this person has held back on their feelings. Yeah, I don't get... Normally this is such a manipulative card. I don't get that off of this one today. Okay. But this is also your feeling, so I feel like you've also held back. Oh, look at this. Someone's about to communicate their feelings. Ay, ay, ay. Oh my God, I love to see it. I love to see it. Right is worth the cost. That's what's written on her dress. Right is worth the cost. And C, oh yeah, and the C's. So we see the 3 of Wands, or again, where she's holding the ship. See, someone held back in the past, but see now the ship is future forward, and it's about letting in this big ship. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, so let's put in these cards. Okay, so I see that King of Swords. We see this communication. Okay, so Grandma. Okay, so give me a card that represents the collective right now, just so I can get the reading. We'll get locked in. A card for the collective. Queen of Pentacles. Oh my God, so the King, because we see the feminine King of Pentacles and then the masculine King of Pentacles. Okay, so I see you. You're the one with the big bun. Because see, in this one, to this one. Okay, so this is you. You're the dark long hair. Yes. Okay, so that's you, and you're the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so who represents this person? The King of Swords, and that was the other, it was the other King of Swords. So they show up as both the male and, okay, so King of Swords 2, Pentacles, oh, back to Justice. Wow. Wow. Okay. So what actions, let's see, are you going to be taking actions? Because someone has shown up as the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. Okay, so what are your actions, if any? The Eight of Cups. Okay, so you're the one that's like been in a relationship that you've had to walk away from. So now let's see the King of Swords. What are their actions? What are their actions towards you? The Two of Cups. Yes, this person is the one coming in. Oh boy. Okay, so what type of action can we expect? Because we do see the Knight of Pentacles, so I feel like they want to come galloping in. Because maybe this ending of the relationship, like, timing is everything. And also because it's true, like, if you've been in a long-term relationship and things have ended, like, you don't want to be someone's, what's it called? Oh, words. You know. It's like right here. You know what I mean? What is it when you can see the word? It's like right there. I don't know what part of the brain, and it just can't quite make its way over. Okay, moving along. Okay, so the Two of Cups. Okay, tell me a bit more about their actions of coming forward to the Nine of Cups. Well, see how in this Nine of Cups, like, really dolled up. It's like a suit of sexy armor. Like, look at this leather outfit and that high collar with, like, the flower hair. Oh, man. Okay, so this person really wants to show up as their best selves. And with the cups here, I feel like it is an invitation. Oh, to the Ten of Cups. They really want to just be like, ta-da. Yeah, like it's really like the vow to the hunter to the ring. Like this person is not interested. It's not that they're not interested in going slowly in the way that you would, but for them, it's the vow. I think they made a promise that if the opportunity ever came across their path, to be able to at least express how they feel about you, to ask you out, to see if it could go anywhere, like they made that promise. I feel like it's been a while, like it's happening, and they're just like, and they're not delighted that, do you know what I mean? I think it's possible for this and that to be true. It's not like they've been like sitting back and waiting for this relationship to blow up in your face. I think it was just like real life where you're like, oh man, I'm happy for that person. You know, I want them to be happy with this other person. But to acknowledge, be like, oh, I am a little bit sad. I never got the opportunity. And then making that vow, that promise to be like, if that opportunity ever comes up again, I am 100% gonna take it. But for them, it's like they're not interested in just casually dating other people. It's like they must know you enough to know that like what you are, who you are, and how you live life, and the things that you exemplify are is like what they want. They want you. Yeah, they want you and no one else. This isn't like a breezing in to just like breeze out and be like, oh, you know what? Like, no, this person is like, okay. So when this person comes in, how are you gonna feel about it? Oh, Two of Swords. Okay. To the Two of Wands. What's the decisions around, Grandmama? Oh, because you haven't fully, it's about letting go. I think it's about timing. Can you tell me a bit more, Grandma, about the conditions of like the King of Swords? Yeah, you want to be able to make sure that you see things clearly. I feel as though this is like whatever ending or whatever this looks like, for whatever the conditions are that is allowing this person to feel as though they can now kind of enter the arena with you, Healing is a journey, and things take time, and everything is not linear. So I feel like with the twos being here, and with that Eight of Cups and Temperance, it's like, again, she's dressed up, right? But again, there is a somberness. There's beauty here. It's soft, but as you see, there's like a letting go. And what's interesting is that her top half is filled in, but I just was looking at how this is very ethereal. The bottom half, now the bottom half would have like the root chakra, the sacral, and the solar. So I feel like what needs to be rebuilt is that stability, the confidence, right? The three go together, like stability of like, especially if it is something like a long-term relationship where your housing has to change. There's like a lot of restructuring and a lot of what feels like a lot of instability. Then you have that sacral solar. Like, it's really hard to feel sexy and confident to go back out into the world in a sexy capacity when there's a lot of loss and hurt, and like, depending on if there's been betrayal, like it can really be a blow to that confidence. Even like the best of us who really have high self-esteem, if like, you know, your best friend or someone that you thought was your best friend, you learn was cheating on you, your whole relationship, even though you know it's not about you, you know, you sometimes do that compare and contrast to be like, what was it about the person that they cheated on? Like, what didn't I have? Or like, what is it about me that wasn't enough? Like, there can be an internalizing. So I can see why for you, collective, you're like, yeah, and we have this horse energy, right? This galloping, you know, the vow to the hunter to the ring. It's very like 1 + 1 + 1 = 3. And I think for you, you're just like, I think you're that, the energy for you is like that pentacle, the Knight of Pentacles, where it's soft and dreamy and you're dressed for the occasion. See, like, your dress becomes kind of like materialized, but your horse hasn't. So it's just taking you some time. Yeah, like, you gotta peek behind the curtain a little bit, psychically and quietly, to be like, cause see the ship of the past. I'm hearing like the wreckages of the past. So, and see, you got your hair done up again. Yeah, it's in a bit of a top knot. The buns, old-timey buns. Okay. So what changes for you? So what is the outcome for you two? Do you guys not votes? Well, we have the Magician. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's these 9 little lotus flowers blowing around. We have the golden goose. Well, this is very fantastical, right? But it is about creating and having everything at your disposal to create what you want, even if it is fantastical. So I'm just really sensing for you, you just need time. Time, again, to cook and build up the energies, right? Because as we just talked about, those lower chakras, yeah, the process just sometimes can't be rushed. Okay, so Grandma, so what's the advice for the person coming towards collective? How should they approach the 7 of Wands? I think this person's going to fight for you but see, look, this person is in a jail, but they're also done up, But see, like, love is like the biggest message here. And see, like, down here, like, we can see, like, someone's getting smashed over the head here, but, like, it's not deterring this person. Yeah, I feel like this person, it is a perfect blend of, like, they understand. But I feel like this person, though, is just really, like, they're like, I really want, they made a vow. They made a vow. Okay. Yeah, I don't feel like they're going to give up on you. They're going to give you the time and space needed, but they're really clear. Yeah, they're so clear. Like, this is how, see the softness? And, like, look at her hand. I love this hand. Yeah, there's a softness here, and also an adoration. And just kind of, like, a soft talking to you. Like, I feel like you feel like you're out of your element, right? It's a fish in a cup. But see how soft, and like this person's just listening. I see it as holding space for you to be like, I just want to listen. Yeah, I feel like this person's going to be really accommodating, but with the energy of still being like, they want to show up for you. And I do feel like it's based off of real affection and respect. So it's not that they're going to be approaching you in this really chaotic, like, I don't get that impression. It's just that they're so clear that you're what they want, and they want to give you everything that you could need. And so even if like what you truly need is just like space, time, also someone just to listen to you. So then what happens, Grandmama? Does collective open up? Justice. I do. Like, I think you're willing to give it a chance, right? Two empty scales, and I do like the way that she's looking down. I love that look. It's really soft, and it's kind of demure, and yeah, I think this person's gonna allow you to slowly open up. And see, you got your gold dress on, and you are way up high on top of the building, so that there is this emphasis on intellect, and you have your sword out, but you are soft, and I think you're open to seeing. Yeah. See, you're still in this. And it's with the 10 of Pentacles. So we see, like, you lost someone, I think, that you had a family with or wanted to have a family with. But see, again, you're all dressed up, and this is that looking, you're willing to take a closer look. And I love it. She looks beautiful. And see, look, we're seeing the colors of the chakras that I mentioned, right? We're seeing the reds, the orange, the yellow. So slowly, you're building up that confidence, and you have the willingness. And she is curious. She has a very great look. I love the look on her face, the expression. Yeah, and you're dressed up for the occasion. Yeah. Okay. Now, hold on, let's put all of these back in, and we'll just get one last. Okay. Let's just kind of see an outcome. Okay, Grandmama. If collective chooses to spend more time with this person and let things develop naturally, what is potential outcome for this type of love relationship with this person? Well, it's the 7 of Cups, but it's 7 of Cups where it's like, it's choosing. Like, technically there's options, but this person seems very clear. Okay. And we saw that Star card. Okay, so tell me a bit more about the 7 of Cups as an outcome. The King of Cups. You're going to choose to listen to your heart. I I am seeing the Lovers, to the King of Swords, to the Chariot. Where are you? Yes. So we saw that King of Swords. Yes. You're gonna get there. But see, again, it's stormy. This is like kind of my more Scorpio. This King of Cups gives me the Scorpio feels. So, and see, look how this is made of rock. You don't let just anybody in, but see, look, you've made a huge doorway for this ship, but see, you're still protecting your ship. You're like, not anyone, like, I'll let you in, but you still don't get access to some of, like, I feel like this is the heart. You're still holding on, but at least you're letting this person in. And she's stormy, but you're like, I'll let you in, but you gotta just know, like, this is where I'm at currently. I'm still a bit stormy. I still need to protect certain parts of myself. And then, like, also, hello, that's smart. Okay. And so how do you feel about this person eventually? Like, where does your heart and mind get to? The Hierophant to the Lovers. You make it. And look, Justice is peeking out. I do see this. I think the Ring. I think this does become formal. Look, we're right back. Hold on. Oh God, how did I have you all here? Okay, hold on. We'll just focus on two at a time. Okay, so we see that top hat's back out, but with the Hierophant to Justice, again, that could be going formal. With that Ring, the vow, but a lot of love here, but it is gonna take some time. Oh, okay, well, just beautiful. You know, I love to see it. Okay, Grandma, is there any last thing that you want Collective to know about this? Any words of advice? Anything? The truth. The truth will always come out. The truth of your heart will always be there. The truth is always here. We just sometimes have to get quiet or ask ourselves the right questions. And again, people's truest intentions will always be revealed, again, through action, not through lip service. Everyone can chirp, chirp, chirp. Okay, anything else, Grandma? The Emperor and the Four of Swords. Well, I think you also know what to look like, or you know what to look for. See, this is the baby Emperor, the one that's like kind of grandfathered in, because his decorations, and like, look, he's very manipulative. So I feel like you trust yourself to know now what to look for. And I also feel like, just classic how to heal things, like you just need a bit of time to rest and recuperate and just like be. But other than that, golden. Kiss the chef. Okay, well, that was beautiful. Actually, I was hearing, see that little peace dove, are these feathers? So see, like, even when you're resting, like, this person is just like, they'll wait. Like, this is like a true G. Do you know what I mean? Like, someone whose intentions are really, like, honorable and ethical, and it's not skeezy. They're not just, like, yeah, it just feels very right and true. And no matter how much time you need, and it's not like they're gonna put their life on hold, but but again, they're not scanning around, and like while they're waiting for you, like they're dipping their hands and toes and whatever things into other things. They're just like, they're gonna go about their life and do what they need to do, but they're also just like, this person romantically for me. Okay, who can be mad about it? All right, well, I got stuff to do. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys later in a little bit. Stay blessed, stay golden.